So the time has come to say goodbye to an old friend. It's time to let my old DLP TV ride into the sunset. I'm talking about, this is a Mitsubishi WD-65833, and it's the Diamond Series. It's 1080p, and it was actually a 2000, I think we bought it in 2008, so it served us quite well for 12 years. But it's time for bigger and better things. So this TV's claim to fame was it had a 6-color engine. So, you know how DLPs work, there's like a spinning wheel, color wheel in the back. So this one had 6 colors instead of the typical 3 or 4. But yeah. So this is in our basement family room. As you can see, it's quite thick. And if you see, the color kind of fades at angles pretty dramatically. So I'm looking forward to something a little more just better. And that better thing is I just ordered a Samsung RU8000, which I'm getting on Monday. It's 82 inches, so it's massive. And it'll be great because this room is pretty big. So this is my, I guess, kind of like, I have home theater, I have like 3 or 4 home theaters in this house, and this is kind of like a second best one, I would say. It has golden ear, Triton 7s. So my only concern about the new TV is it's going to be slightly bigger than the table, but the feet are going to fit just fine. And so what else can I say? This TV's gonna miss it, but it's time to move on. It's on its second bulb. It still has some life in it. It's not super bright, but it's still okay. I also had to replace the DLP chip, which it's very common with these TVs. You get like speckles and little spots of like no picture, and those are the little micro mirrors that are not functioning as they should. They're kind of like staying closed and not reflecting the light. I'll probably put a picture of what that looks like on the screen. But yeah, moving forward. So very soon I'm going to be talking about the new TV, which is going to be a massive upgrade. It's 4K HDR. It's not a QLED or anything like that, but it should be a big upgrade from this. I should also mention that this TV was incredibly expensive. I actually looked up the Wayback Machine page on Best Buy when we bought it in 2008, and I looked up what we paid, and it was ridiculous. It was like $3,000. And if you look, I'm going to scroll down through all the listings of televisions, and you will see that this was the second biggest TV that they had. This was kind of really ahead of its time. And I remember everybody that saw this television was completely blown away. And the fact that it was so big allowed us to keep it for so long, because it didn't become irrelevant. Even though it was like DLP, it still was 65 inches, which is still a very common size now. So it's still, even after all this time, it's been usable. And people look at it and think it's like, oh yeah, that's a normal television today. But back in the day, it was like mind-blowing. In fact, I remember when it was delivered, I had it installed. My wife looked at it and said it was too big, and she wanted me to take it back. But thankfully, I convinced her to keep it, and she fell in love with it like I thought she would. And again, still here, still going strong. Picture still looks pretty good. But yeah, really like this TV. So, and once I install a new TV, maybe I'll give a tour of this home theater. It's not as impressive as the main theater room, but it's still pretty good. So stay tuned.